responsible for character.
I'm Pei. I'm responsible for the conclusion.
I'm Sharon. I'm responsible for the story.
I'm Jane. I'm responsible for the video.
So I'm responsible for the conclusion.
And I'm Diane. I'm responsible for Q&A. And we are group 5 and 14. And our topic is Hercules. Yeah.
Okay,
let's
thank
start.
you.
And then we will introduce character, story, video, conclusion, drama, and Q&A. First is our main character is Hercules. He is the son of Alcmena and Zeus. So because Alcmena is normal person, so Hercules is half god and half human. And as everybody knows, he has tremendous power. And next are some creatures Hercules killed in 12 labors. First is Nemean lion, 尼米亚的狮子。After kill it, Hercules removed his skin, and in the mythology, you can always see Hercules wear the lion's skin on his body, and the lion's skin is the symbol of bravery. And next is 九头蛇妖, and because its blood is poisonous, so after kill it, Hercules' arrow become poisonous too. And next, Hercules also commanded by the king to capture the 母鹿 and 奥里图曼野猪, and he also killed sting-alien birds.
And this one is Creighton Ball, the 那个蜂鸟，然后 and in Greek mythology, the Creighton Ball was a piece of ball who fell with, and they giving birth to Minotaur. Minotaur was the creature with a head of a ball and the body of human. And next is mirrors of Diomedes. They are also called mirrors of chase. They are 4-man horses. And usually the horses usually are magnificent, but they are wild and uncontrollable. And this one is amazing. This one is Hippolyta. She's the queen of the Amazon. She has the magical girdle which her father gave her, and her father was Ares, the god of war. Hercules, one of Hercules' labors was to retrieve her belt, waist belt. And next is Jeriel. It's a fearsome giant, and it's usually described as human faces, but fearful. Next. Next is Hesperides. They are the nymphs of the evening and golden light of sunset, who were daughters of the evening, and the nymphs of the west. They tend a blissful garden in the western corner of the world. It usually consists of three sisters, and their voices are usually beautiful. Next is Cerberus. They are often called Hound of Heads, and their duty was mainly they are guard of the underworld, which prevent the dead from leaving. And it's usually described as 3 heads, although some books say that they have 50 heads. But anyway, multiple-headed dog. Yeah. Next.
And I'm going to talk about the story of Hercules. And Hercules is the son of Zeus and Alcmena. And because Alcmena is a very beautiful woman, and one day when Zeus saw her beauty, he turned his appearance into Alcmena's husband and spent a night with her. And then Alcmena gave birth to 2 twins, but she found out that one of them, and that's Hercules, it doesn't look like her husband. And then she knew that Hercules was the son of Zeus. She decided to abandon him. But Hera and Zeus passed by the place where Alcmena abandoned Hercules. And Hera thinks that Hercules was a poor child, so she started breastfeeding him. But because that Hercules was very unordinary, she found that Hercules was different from a normal child, and then she knew that he was the son of Zeus, and she was very angry. So she put 2 snakes beside Hercules and wanted to poison him to death. But eventually, Hercules killed the 2 snakes and gradually grew up. And one day when Hercules was resting, the 2 goddesses, Aphrodite and Athena, went into his dreams and gave him 2 options of life. One is live a comfortable life, and another is to become a hero, but need to face many difficulties. But Hercules chose the one to become a hero. So Hercules then became a hero, and the king of Thebes asked Hercules to help his country defeat his enemies. And then Hercules won the war, and the king married his daughter to Hercules. And then in the war of the gods and the giants, Hercules also helped the gods to win the war. But despite that Hercules helped the gods win the war, Hera was very angry about Hercules because that Hercules was the son of Zeus. So she decided to send the goddess of madness to Hercules and to make him crazy, and then he killed his wife and his children.
Okay, and after he killed his wife and sons, he felt very regretful. So he decided to eliminate his sins. Then he went to visit Eurystheus. And who is Eurystheus? Eurystheus is the king of Mycenae. In Chinese, we call it 麦西尼. And the king gave him 12 missions, and he needed to complete that. And after he completed the missions, he would be immortal and become a god. And that's the background of the 12 labors. And since 12 labors are it's a little bit hard to understand, so we wrote down the Chinese translation on the whiteboard so you guys could compare the English and the Chinese translation. And I will introduce these 12 labors briefly. Okay, and the first one is Hercules fight with the lion, and the second one is the 9-headed snake monster. The third one, he needed to capture the deer. The fourth one is he needed to fight with the pig monster. And the fifth one is he needs to clean some place in the ocean in one day. And next is he needs to fight with the birds monster. Next, he needs to capture the ball. It's like the meaning. And the next one is he needs to steal the marriage of the Medes. It means that he needs to steal the Medes' horse. The next one is he needs to get the belt of the queen of the Amazons. And next is you need to obtain the cattle and bring it back to the village. The next is you need to steal the apple. It's easy to understand. The last one is you need to capture and bring back the Cerberus. And the Cerberus is the monster. It has a 3 head and it's a dog monster. It's lived in the hell, and he needed to bring it back to Hades. And I'm going to introduce his dad. And in the beginning, we told that he had a wife, right? And he had a wife whose name is Elcamina. However, he killed her. And then he got a second marriage. And his second wife is Deianira. And then he wanted to take Deianira back home. They needed to cross a river. And that's where they met Nasus. Nasus is the centaur. What is a centaur? Centaur is half of your body above is human, and half of your body below is horse. In Chinese, we call it 半人马. And he is the ferryman of that river. He said that he only can take one person across the river. So Hercules decided to let his wife to get on a boat and cross the river. And however, Nasus decided to, when Hercules was still in the water, Nasus decided to rape his wife. And Hercules was very angry about it, so he pulled out one of his poison arrow and killed Nasus. And when Nasus was dying, he gave Deianira his poison blood. And he lied to her. He lied to her that his blood has the magic power. If after a few years Hercules did not like her anymore, he could use his blood to make his heart back. And after the few years, Deianira thinks that Hercules did not like her anymore. So she decided to put the blood on the clothes and tell leeches to ask Hercules to put on the clothes. However, when Hercules put on the clothes, he got hurt, and he was very angry about leeches, since he thinks that leeches want to kill him. So he decided to throw leeches into the sea, and that's the story about his birth and his death. And let's move on to the video.
And then I'm going to show 2 kinds of
video of Hercules to you. And the first one is the Disney's video. And the Disney's animation adapted the Hercules story from Greek mythology, but it has a lot of differences from it. Because in the story, Hercules is Zeus and Hela's son. And the three battle goddesses talk to Hades that when the nine planets being aligned, the Titan giants will have a great power. So Hades can beat Zeus by the great powers, by the Titan's powers. And the video is one of their fighting. It's just a short story of it, and I think this video is interesting because it adapted the story from a different way. And the next one is the video of Hercules, but this one is more similar to the Greek mythology. And I will show you two parts of the video. And the first part.
Just one part, yeah, because time is short. Just one part, okay.
One part is the Hercules fight with the Manian lions.
Hercules killed the fearsome lion with his bare hands, and news of his exploit passed by word of mouth to even the most remote regions.
I just want to show you the scene of he was hitting the lions. And if you want to watch more, you can search in the whole video on YouTube.
And next, I'm going to give you some conclusion about this mythology. The first one is Hercules was born because of a loving affair between Zeus and Hera. Zeus and Alcmena, because Zeus secretly loved Alcmena. And then there's once at a night, he disguised as her husband, Amphitryon, and to spend a lovely night with Alcmena. And then Alcmena got pregnant. And one of their twin sons is Hercules. And so Hercules is Zeus' son, and he is a demigod, 半人半神. Yes, and he was breastfeeded by Hera, and which was his name's origin. Because Hercules in Mandarin is Hercules, and Hera in Mandarin is Hela. And because Hera did a breastfeeding to Hercules, because of that, she didn't know that Hercules is just Zeus' son. Yes, and that's why Hercules became so powerful. And it has to give the credit to Hera. And he is interested in fighting. And he features with a lion field on his right shoulder and with an olive stick in his right hand. because after fighting with the lion, and he put on the lion field, yes, and he killed his wife and children through the anger of the moment by the curse of Hera, because Hera hated him very much. And in order to atone for his stupid mistake, he was assigned to complete the 12 labors. And there are many different versions of the mythology, and always the popular and the fun one, they win the more attention, because you can see the content in the first video, and it shows that with the help of Hercules, Zeus could beat the Hades. And as for the second video, and there's a storyteller inside the video, and you can see the more details. And I think we should look for much information about the mythology to get to know the real one.
Okay, let's talk about Hercules' personality. We can see he is very brave and courageous, and because he is so brave, so he is not afraid to face those difficulties. And also, from his adventures, he is very warm-hearted and also intelligent. Also, he has a great self-confidence. It can be good, but also bad, because sometimes he is too arrogant and it becomes a burden in his life. And another disadvantage of him is he is too moody. He is easy to get furious, and it causes him to kill some innocents. What does this mythology tell us? The first is about marriage. There's some problem between Zeus and Hera, because Zeus is very unfaithful husband, and so Hera turned to take revenge on Hercules, but this is not Hercules' fault. And also, Hercules' second wife doesn't really trust him, so because Hercules died. And second is about introspection. Hercules even though had done some mistakes, but he knew it, and he tried to watch these things that is doing the child labors. The last one is to stay rational. We know Hercules killed his wife and son because he was crazy at that time. Even though we were not cursed by Hera, but sometimes in some situations we are not rational. So it's better to keep rational. Drama time.
Jennifer, and I'm responsible for Aphrodite and goddess of praise.
Annie, I'm responsible for the voiceover.
Lucy, I'm responsible for Athena.
I'm Pei, I'm responsible for Hercules.
I'm Jing, I'm responsible for Zeus.
I'm Sharon, I'm responsible for Alchemy.
I'm Sue, I'm responsible for Hera.
Then I'm responsible for the child and king. Yeah. Okay.
There was a beautiful woman named Alcmena, her husband, and the trio went out for war for some time. Zeus always thought Alcmena was beautiful. He saw the situation as a chance and changed himself into an amphitryon to be with Alcmena.
Alcmena, I'm back now.
Oh my dear, you finally come back. I've been waiting for you for such a long time. I missed you so much. When I'm not at home, did you take care of yourself?
Of course, my dear. I worried about you for such a long time.
Oh, my dear, you're so sweet.
Alcmena and Zeus spent the night together and she got pregnant. Then the real husband came back.
Oh, my dear, I haven't seen you for such a long time.
Why did he say that? We just spent the night before.
Although Alcmena thought that was weird, she still spent the great night with Amphitryon. After several months, Alcmena gave birth to twin sons.
Oh, my children are so cute. But why one of them did not look like Amphitryon? Why?
When knowing that Zeus was the father, she became panicked.
Oh no! Hera may know that I had an affair with Zeus. What should I do? It seems that the only thing I can do is to abandon Hercules. I'm sorry, my dear child.
Another place.
Hey, Hera, do you want to take a walk with me? I want to spend time with you. And Athena will go with us.
Hera, look! How miserable the child is! He must be starving and was abandoned. Can you breastfeeding him?
Oh, what a poor baby. Let me help you.
Hera was breastfeeding Hercules. She got her since Hercules had tremendous power.
Why this child has such a strong power? Zeus, you betrayed me. This is your son.
Although Hera was angry, she couldn't do anything. On the other hand, Hercules got more powerful after the breastfeeding. When Hercules is sleeping soundly,
Dear Hercules, this is a gift for you.
then Hercules grew up. He became strong and handsome. One day, he fell asleep when he rested outside. He dreamed that two beauties came to him.
Dear Hercules, I'm Aphrodite, and if you choose me, I will promise you a comfortable life and surrounded by beauties, and you don't have to worry about anything in the rest of your life.
And I'm Athena. If you choose me, I can make you become a hero that everyone admires you. However, you have to pass the difficulties and challenges first. Only when you pass the trials, you can get the true results.
So that is, or actually helping Hercules. They gave him two roads to choose to decide which kind of person Hercules would be.
No need to think. I want to be a hero, so I chose to face the difficulties.
Then Athena became his protector. After choosing to be a hero, Hercules started to rid of evil people. When Hercules went back to his country, he found that his country was facing enemy. He called his people to fight and save the country.
Oh, Hercules, please help us. Please help us prevent from destroying. People, now I command you to stand up for the country. Be brave to fight. If we work together, we will win the victory in the end.
Whoa!
In the end, Hercules won.
Ha ha ha, I'm so happy. To thank you, I will marry my daughter Margaret to you.
Moreover, Hercules joined the war between gods and the giants. Gods were losing the war, but with Hercules' help, gods finally won.
Hercules, you've done a great job.
These are the gifts for you to thank you.
Although Hercules helped gods, he Hera still couldn't forget that Hercules is a living proof of her husband's betrayal. She couldn't tolerate Hercules' happiness.
I'll send crazy goddesses to drive him crazy. Oh no! What have I done?
Okay, now is our Q&A time. Because we have no time, so we just answer 3 questions. First question is, there were 2 goddesses going to help and test Hercules. Who are they? Oh, good. Yeah. Did you want to answer? Pick one. Good. And question 2 is, who are the mother and father of Hercules? Did anyone know? No? Oh, Kelly. Yeah.
Zeus and Hercules.
Good.
Very good.
Give her applause. Okay. The last question is, Hera wanted to kill Hercules when he was a baby. What did she send to kill Hercules? Very easy. Very easy. Oh. Okay. Hey. Oh. Okay.
What kind of snakes?
Pick one. Presentation is finished.
Okay, yeah, in the middle.
Want to say bow?